So today we have number 4 in the Bullion Tudor Beast series, and it is the Seymour Unicorn. We have the other 3 just here as well to take a look at today, in case you haven't seen them already. And if you are collecting the proof versions, then this will be number 5 in your series, because the Seymour Panther was the first proof coin. Now I assume that's going to be available in Bullion also, just for whatever reason it's going to come out later. Maybe that's some sort of ploy by the Royal Mint to, make you buy the proof coin, because otherwise you've got to wait. Not sure. So we've got obviously KC3 on the back. Nice looking coin. This one looks to be pretty good condition. Can't see any issues with it. Obviously it is a bullion coin, but it's nice to get one that's not scratched and dinged. And yeah, the dealer I got this from was Tavex. Haven't had any issues with coins from them in the past. Always had good coins and decent service, so happy enough with that one. And yeah, in terms of this, it was available for pre-order for a little while. I was a couple of days before it became available when I took the plunge and clicked buy. I saw a bit of a dip in the price and just thought I would get on with it. So yeah, I've achieved about the lowest price I could see the coin come available for, and not too terrible of a premium. So we do sometimes talk about the premiums of these coins versus, for example, a Britannia, and is the Britannia worth buying, or is it worth paying a little bit extra for one of the Tudor Beasts, for example? So if you look at the Queen's Beast series, that is obviously a series that started a few years ago now. I think it was 2016, the first one. So the first few coins in there have done really well. Now the market at the moment is a bit of a buyer's market. A lot of coins that would sell for a premium are just not selling. A lot of premiums getting beaten down at the moment, and people are just paying less for coins for whatever reason that is. Whilst the spot price is obviously high, if you bought those coins at like the original price, it'd be under £1,000, and we've seen them sell, £1,800, some of them over the past few months and into the last year. So now I'm sure you could still sell them comfortably at £1,700. Spot at the minute is about £1,600, just for anyone who's not sure. So as I record the video, spot around £1,600. I paid about £1,650 delivered for the Seymour Unicorn. If you're buying a Britannia, you probably get one a little bit cheaper than that, maybe £1,630, £1,640 from a dealer, maybe a little bit less on the second-hand market. I would buy the the Seymour Unicorn on the second-hand market for a lower price if it was around, but nobody's really selling these yet because they've only just come available at the dealers. So the design itself, similar to the others in terms of style. We can see like the chainmail kind of hologram effect in the background, which is one of their security features. We've got the nice clean legend, so the space where the text is. The unicorn, it doesn't encroach the legend too much. I know the ear of the unicorn there is quite close to the actual one. Not terrible, but it is just a little bit close. I think the ear is almost bigger than the horn on the unicorn's head, which is a bit strange. I think the horn on the unicorn could have been a bit more girthy, perhaps. Is that the right word? But when we look at the design, it looks very similar to like the Yale and the bull. It's in a similar kind of stance. The lion's more of a sat down on the toilet position, as is the bull, I suppose. But yeah, this is probably a typical unicorn stance. All the unicorns I've seen are similar sort of position. But again, we've got the nice shield, nice bit of detail, and obviously the 2024 date. So I'm not sure what the next one is, but we've got a couple of dragons in this series. I think there's the Panther and a few others. So yeah, I assume there'll be 10 in total, and then maybe they'll do a completer as well. And we'll see whether it's as popular as the Queen's Beast series was. And yeah, perhaps premiums will jump up over time. So I sold one of my Tudor Lions. If you are a long-time viewer, you'll remember I bought quite a stock of the 1 ounce lions, and my plan was to hedge my position, and so I could also hedge the maximum price I would pay for the series. So by buying the lions around about the £1,500 mark, buying multiple of those, I could then either trade or sell and rebuy the latest beasts as they come available. So if, just for example, I'm not suggesting this is going to happen anytime soon, but let's say by the time we get to the last beast, we're on like £2,000 a coin for an ounce of gold. Well, I'll be able to sell my lion at maybe a slight premium from that, or maybe just be able to swap, an ounce for an ounce for someone who's looking to backdate the series. So if that were the case, then the maximum I would have paid, I'd essentially be swapping what I bought for around 1,500 to get the new coin. And the other way of looking at it would be selling that, making £500 profit, and then putting that profit back into buying the next one. So however you want to cut that, however you want to look at that, similar kind of position in the end. So just for easy numbers, if you bought 10 of the first coin at 1,500 each, that would be £15,000, and then you could obviously just trade them out in the future for the newer one. Also, if the price of gold went down, so if the price of the next, in the series is lower than 1,500, for example, or whatever you paid for the first one, then you could just buy that and obviously keep the lions as you wish. So yeah, I managed to sell one of the lions for 1,700. So there's a little bit of profit in there. Gold price was a bit higher, just it's fluctuated in my favour at this occasion. Won't always happen that way. It wasn't really a profit generating exercise. It was more just to test my hedging theory and to lock in my price for the future. So yeah, it was an interesting way of doing it. And in terms of the series, I will get the quarter ounce as well. I haven't yet bought that. I do have the others in the quarter ounce, and yeah, obviously when the next one comes available, we'll be picking that up and looking to collect the full set in the 1 ounce gold and the quarter ounce of gold as well. I don't have the silver, but if you do have the silver, let me know in the comments. If you're buying, let me know, and we'll talk in the comments.